daily new cases coming up, almost 1300 రేంజ్లోకి పడిపోయినప్పటికీ కూడా జాగ్రత్తలు తప్పదు. ఇవన్నీ పాజిటివ్ అంశాలు అయినప్పటికీ కూడా ప్లీజ్ స్టే ఆన్ యువర్ టోస్. కోవిడ్ అప్రోప్రియేట్ బిహేవియర్ అన్నది, ఆ గైడ్ లైన్స్ అన్నది ప్లీజ్ మేక్ షూర్ దట్ దే ఆర్ స్ట్రిక్ట్లీ అడ్హియర్డ్ టు. Be it wearing of masks కానీ, be it penalties on shops and establishments violating the guidelines కానీ, restrictions on gatherings, especially పెళ్ళిళ్ళ సీజన్ కాబట్టి 150 people దాకా రిస్ట్రిక్ట్ చేసే పరిస్థితిని కూడా you need to make sure that they're properly adhered to. Especially now that the schools have also started opening up. The SOPs issued by Education Department should be followed very scrupulously. So our SOPs annadi edaithe unnayo, please make sure that they are properly followed. Most importantly, testing randomly anedi is not the solution. Testing in a focused manner is the solution. These house-to-house surveys that you're conducting, that should continue. And anybody who is symptomatic should be tested. Similarly, in schools also, if a teacher reports to you on a particular symptomatic case, then there should be a proper protocol in place as to how to deal with that symptomatic case. Immediately, the testing should be arranged with a proper SOP in place. Then not only the kid, not only the child, but if he is tested positive, then you should go all the way to the parents so that they are also tested. So this kind of focused testing approach anedi is a must. Third wave vastundo ledo teliyadu gaani, but either which way we would have to be prepared for it anedi aithe it's a must. Be it your action plan regarding third wave, preparedness of the hospitals, preparedness of the nurses kuda iche training దగ్గర నుంచి, preparedness of doctors కాడ నుంచి, availability of doctors ను రెడీగా పెట్టుకోవడం దగ్గర నుంచి, ఎస్పెషలీ చైల్డ్ కేర్ అంటున్నారు కాబట్టి, and setting up of these PSA plans what are coming up in every hospital of government. Every government hospital of PSA plans are coming up. But you also need to monitor the progress of PSA plans coming up in the private sector also. Especially 100 beds and above. అక్కడ ఖచ్చితంగా PSA plant ఉండడము, D-type cylinders ఉండడము, ఆక్సిజన్ సిలిండర్స్ అవైలబిలిటీలో ఉండడము, ఆక్సిజన్ కాన్సన్ట్రేటర్స్ అవైలబుల్గా ఉండడము, ఎస్పెషలీ దీస్ ప్రైవేట్ హాస్పిటల్స్లో వాటి మానిటరింగ్ కూడా జాగ్రత్తగా కూడా చూసుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం కూడా ఉంది. బికాస్ దే విల్ ఆల్సో ప్లే అ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ రోల్ ఇన్ ద డేస్ టు కమ్ ఇఫ్ ఎట్ ఆల్ ద నంబర్స్ వర్ టు ఇంక్రీస్. సో ప్లీజ్ డోంట్ ఇగ్నోర్ దట్ ఆస్పెక్ట్. బట్ బై అండ్ లార్జ్ జస్ట్ అ ఫ్యూ డీటెయిల్స్ ఖచ్చితంగా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సిన అంశాలు ఏంటంటే, వాటర్ క్వాలిటీ అనేది ఖచ్చితంగా జాగ్రత్తగా మానిటర్ చేయండి. Quality of water is very, very important. Please make sure that quality of drinking water బాగుండేట్టుగా చూసుకోండి. ప్రాపర్ శానిటేషన్ అన్నది ఖచ్చితంగా బాగా ఎన్ఫోర్స్ అయ్యేట్టుగా కూడా చూసుకునే కార్యక్రమం చేయండి. Now that we are also launching CLAP in the next month, so శానిటేషన్ మీద ఎక్కువ ఫోకస్ కన్నా పెట్టగలిగితే lot of these things కు పరిష్కారం దొరుకుతుంది. So please make sure that sanitation and quality of water are properly taken care. Because our inspections and our tours to Grama secretariats and ward secretariats should change the system, should bring about that efficiency what is lacking. Better, more efficient and more useful to the people. So the changes that I asked I asked the Gram Sachivalayam and Ward Sachivalayam Secretariat also to incorporate in your inspection list. Ivi kaka, not only these things, but you should also incorporate in your inspection the performance of duties by both the secretariat staff and volunteer staff. How are they performing? You should also incorporate an SOP to gauge their performance of duties so that you can counsel them when you go there that this is the shortage, this can be improvised further. Aspects may the kuda collectors and joint collectors and municipal commissioners and POITDAs and sub-collectors can also counsel them. Then also when you go there for inspection, please make sure that the grievance number is properly displayed or not. Grievance number display అనేది one aspect అయితే the other thing is rejection list and the reasons. That is also a very important aspect. On what grounds has the applicant been rejected? You also need to see that. And when you have rejected, and then once again that application comes back for redressal second time, then it should go to another level beyond Sachivalayam to probably joint collector directly. And then how do you redress that? So that is also an important SOP. That is very important for the satisfaction of the people there. So that also needs to be incorporated. Schemes ku sambandhinchi, regular activities ku sambandhinchi, two different divisions. For instance, these regular activities that what are very important to us as priority, the pension cards, the rice cards, and the Arogyashri cards. In three categories, there is an SLA in place. Within a stipulated 21-day period, the eligibility should be finalized. Be it pension, be it rice cards, be it Arogyashri cards. Now what is important is conversion of this eligibility list to sanction. So that should also be inspected by you, and there should be a timeline fixed that within 3 months, within 90 days, please make sure that this eligible list, what you have found eligible for these three categories, pension card, rice card, and Arogyashri cards, the list that you have verified and found eligible, within 21 days, that eligibility list that has come out should translate to sanction, and that should be done within 3 months. So that at least samachramlo 4 sarlu, every quarter, you actually address those issues into reality. The eligibility list is converted into sanctions. So that should also be supervised, and that should also be monitored. ఇవి జరిగినప్పుడే పీపుల్కు మనం ఒక కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ ఇస్తాం, మనం ఒక ఫెయిత్ ఇస్తాం. గవర్నెన్స్ మీద పీపుల్కు we give them confidence and faith that this government is wanting to help me, and they're doing things in a professional way, they're doing things in a systematic way. Because our desire is to make sure that every eligible person gets it, and our desire is also to make sure that every ineligible person is removed. It's a process. Every eligible person should get it, every ineligible person should be removed. This is how the system should run. So ఇటువంటి స్కీమ్స్కి సంబంధించి ఈ చేయూత కానీ, whatever, నేతన్న నేస్తం కానీ, మత్స్యకార భరోసా కానీ, all these periodical repeated schemes that we come through, that we repeatedly see, which are coming every month, let's have a window of 6 months. 3 months local eligibility should be finalized. another 3 months they should be translated into sanction. సో ఈ రెండు ఇవి ఈ రెగ్యులర్ స్కీమ్స్కు సంవత్సరానికి 4 సార్లు ఎవ్రీ వన్స్ ఇన్ అ క్వార్టర్ వాటికి హౌస్ సైట్స్ అండ్ ఈ స్కీమ్స్కి సంబంధించి సంవత్సరానికి ట్వైస్. So that there is a system in place, there is a proper monitoring in place, and only when you monitor these things, then only people will be happy. Similarly, collectors also would have to take control over a few other aspects in the districts because of this huge activity of housing that is going up. It should not give the leeway for people to jack up prices. For instance, the metal prices in quite a few districts are being increased to exploit the situation. Collectors would have to call for a meeting, would have to fix the prices of metal, the 20 mm metal, the 40 mm metal, whatever is required. Collectors would have to fix the prices so that there is nobody that can exploit this situation. Please make sure that you call for a meeting, give a very stern warning to anybody and everybody whomsoever tries to exploit the situation. So please make sure that the collectors are proactive in dealing with this. Registration of farmers under e-crop application for all agricultural crops should be an activity which is continuously carried out as long as the crop is grown in that village, irrespective of the season. It should be a continuous activity. The field functionaries shall not insist for any documentation, especially connected to the land titles. It is not a material of concern. Our material of concern is, in that extent of land, has there been any crop which is sowed or not? So please do not insist. Please ensure that e-cropping is done. As you are aware that I need not explain to you in detail as to why this e-cropping is a must. Because for anything, be it insurance, be it input subsidy, be it for even procurement of crop post-harvest, if the crop is in distress, be it distribution of seed, everything is connected to e-cropping.